get the fuck. Alright, here we go. What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight? Hell yeah. You know, I really like being 6'7", but it's not really that fun when you don't get up that much. You know, it's not really impressive being 6'7" when you're sitting down. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of is, I guess, but it's not that impressive, you know? But, you know, I didn't get hurt till I was 20, so I could dunk when I was 14, you know what I mean? That was pretty fucking cool. You know, I wear size 13 shoes. I got really big knees. But, you know, my favorite part about being this big is my incredibly large shits I take. And I'm not fucking around at all. I wish I was, but it's bad. If Guinness had a world record, I'm not saying I'd be number 1, but I'd definitely be top 5 for sure. Like 4 fucking sure. Like I've destroyed sewage lines with one foot. Literally, toilets quake with fear when they see me coming. I'm not joking. My uncle's like, how the fuck does something that size come out of you? You know, I try not to think about that, honestly, because it's not a good thought, but, you know, it's fucked up that, like, something can come out that big, but, like, when my girlfriend's getting a little frisky and, you know, she's blowing me and she wants to, you know, put her fist in my ass, you know. She has a really hard time doing it, okay? Really fucking hard time. Really fucking hard time. But yeah, there's no transition to this joke, but I was watching a fucking Whitney Houston documentary the other day. And did you guys know that Whitney Houston died in a bathtub? Like, I think there might have been drugs involved, but yeah, she died in a bathtub, okay? And the fucked up part is her daughter, her name, you know, I can't think of it right now. Ooh, Bobby Christina Brown. She also died in a bathtub. How fucked up is that? Like, I don't even know what I would do if I was in that thing. One thing I would do is probably start taking a shower. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, bathtub, okay, let's just not take any more fucking bathtubs. Yeah, that's fucked up, but, when I was younger, my dad, he was a big-time drug dealer, like, really big. This was, like, early 90s, you know, late 90s, early 2000s, but yeah, he was, like, big-time. Like, he would order his shit from Mexico, and it would come in like different things. Like sometimes it would come in cookie tins, and he would get like 30 pounds of weed, and like, you know, if you hear a bird, you know, in a rap song, that means a quarter key. So that's about 9 ounces. That's a hell of a lot of cocaine. Okay. It is for real, and 30 pounds of weed. But he would get shit from Mexico, okay? And the shit would come, and it would come in these cookie tins, and so we had the fuckload of fucking cookie tins over, and I'm like, Dad, like, where the fuck are all the cookies? You know what I mean? Like, there should be a shitload of cookies that came in all these boxes. He's like, don't fucking worry about it. I'm like, jeez, okay. You know, like, a couple times, I went out to eat with some of his, cartel friends, okay? Like, legit cartel friends, okay? Not even fucking with you. And, at the time, I didn't know it, of course, you know? I thought my dad had a lot of Mexican friends, you know what I mean? I'm like, you know? I didn't know how I knew so many Mexicans, but, you know, that's how, like, you know, I found out when I was 14, my dad set me down, and, like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. He's like, Ty, I gotta tell you something, and his face was, like, serious, like, and I'm like, damn, dude, because me, you know, him and my mom had gotten divorced, and he was kind of, like, pretty much banging anything that walked. So, I thought he was going to tell me she was pregnant, but he got someone pregnant. You know what I mean? And I'm like, thinking that, and he's like, no, I got caught selling drugs, and I have to go to jail. That was the first thing I knew anything about selling drugs. I'm like, what? Like, damn, that fucking sucks. Like, looks like the next, 3 or 4 years of my life are gonna be fucking horrible. That was my time.